When you hire an alternative model, you hire like the whole of them. If you hire another model, you're going to have to hire like a designer and a stylist and a makeup artist, and often that's the way it is, yeah. I think a lot of the time alternative models like to leave it up to themselves because they just have a personal look anyway, so they're very confident in what they do with themselves. In the alternative modelling world, like a lot of it's just you have to do it yourself because there's no one else there to do it for you. It was this time last year I started modelling. The first agency I'm on saw a photo in a competition. She asked straight away if I could be a part of the agency, which was lucky. And then I started getting work from them and just building it up myself. And then I got onto Ugly modelling agency, making dates with photographers and then just building up a portfolio. And that's about it really, yeah, and then just building up stuff from there.
She's always been very interested in dressing up actually. It was very difficult to get her to wear just what you might call mainstream clothing. So it was always a fairy outfit or a princess.
Okay, shall we start with a blouse that I actually wore on my first photo shoot. Like, I think black velvet's quite like a gothic, iconic thing. This is from this random charity shop, and it's like a hand knitted thing. It hasn't got a label in, so like someone's grandmother or something just knitted in this, and it's really cute. And it fits me pretty well, like the length is fine, but the sleeves are like really short. But I like wearing that a lot at home. I don't often wear it out.
I mean, I think she's someone I can shoot without a concept as well, because she does just look really unique on camera, but she can also present something quite different. You know, she's very adaptable in her look and how she poses and how she models, so I've gone to her for a lot of projects before. I hope she goes far because I think she's got, you know, the dedication and the look for it, and she works hard, and she's done a lot of really fantastic shoots, and yeah, I think, you know, she's potentially could do really well for herself in the future.
I didn't start to rebel, and I didn't start this to be anti-society in any way, whether it was to my school or to the world. It was never a rebellious act, it was always just an aesthetic thing that my school just hated for some reason. Private school is possibly the reason that I've been so persistent with what I've been doing throughout my life so far. Because they were always the ones kind of saying that doing what I was doing would get me nowhere.
Was there anything she used to, like, was there anything that shocked you that she told you when she came back from senior school? Was there anything?
Only how she'd been spoken to by staff more than pupils really, and an attitude towards her, not because of who she is but how she looked, which I thought was appalling. She's just different, and they didn't like the difference, and that was hard actually.
They sent me home quite a few times because the rules are so ambiguous. It was just really hard for them to kind of pinpoint what was wrong and what they could tell me I couldn't do, and yeah, it was just hell because it was so kind of personal, I think, and they personally didn't like my style. Rather than it just being like not uniform, they were really kind of against what I was doing in quite a personal way, I feel. And I think that definitely changed who I am today, especially like for all the positive things that I've managed to do just by like looking how I do is exactly what my school told me I'd never be able to do. So yeah, it's definitely like changed me now.
I suppose I didn't discourage it. I think, you know, free to express yourself, really. That's the thing. That's how we did it. Yeah, she was free to choose what she wore.
My septum I got done when I was 16, 2 lobes. This one in my ear. I used to have one on this side as well. 3 navel piercings, and I had one in my wrist when I was 16. You can see kind of like the scar where it was. My face here. Just before I left school I got this pierced. I got my cheeks pierced. I have one in my gums. And that's about it. Yep.
What do you think she's going to be doing in the future? Do you think she's going to be doing this 10 years down the line, or?
I think Katie thinks she won't be able to do it 10 years down the line because she'll be too old to do it.
What do you think she'll be doing instead?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think modelling definitely has a deadline, doesn't it? And it definitely has like a finishing point physically. So I need to do as much as I can now, and kind of while I'm working out exactly what I want to do with myself, because I think now's a good time. I can get some stuff done, I can get some kind of work done, but I'm still free to do a lot of my own things and kind of work out who I want to really be after all of this, because I can't just do modelling forever, so yeah.
Psycho killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?